Hi drummers, I'm Andy, this is Aaron. We are here with Africa Heartwood Project to show you a comparison between the Bala or Balafon and the Gyli. The Bala comes from West Africa, played in Mali, Guinea, Senegal. Typically the Bala will have 22 keys and it'll be tuned to a diatonic scale, like a C major scale or D major scale. The Gyli can have anywhere between 6 to 16 different keys, and can be tuned pentatonic, can be tuned random low to high, and it can have other traditional tunings that we don't typically use in Western music. The Bala that I'm playing is actually tuned pentatonic, so that we could do a comparison between the pentatonic Gyli in C and the pentatonic Bala in C. This instrument comes from Mali, again that one comes from Ghana. The construction of the frame is similar. It's hardwood that's held together with sinew and rope, upon which gourds and keys can be fastened. The Gyli, as you can see, has larger gourds to resonate the lower notes, and it has more of a rake from the high notes to the low notes. The blades are wider and they're thinner, whereas on the Balafon the blades are shorter and thicker. Although you'll hear that the note is the same, the quality of the sound is different. Let's see, the Gyli has a floating frame. All these notes are connected, and we could pull off this entire note bed and roll it up to transport it and then just retie it on. Whereas the Balafon, each of the notes is individually tied to the frame. The mallets that come with the Bala are natural gum mallets, rubber from the rubber tree actually, that's been processed and stretched into what looks like rubber bands and then wrapped around hardwood dowel. New Bala mallets are hard and kind of create this piercing sound, as you will hear, whereas when the mallet gets older and broken in, it tends to get a little bit gummy and the sound will soften just a little bit. Gyli has recycled rubber tipped mallets, which produce a much softer attack. Let's look at the bottom of each of these just to show the gourds. Go ahead. Each of the gourds is sized according to the key that's above it to help amplify and to tune the note. You can see these white patches, those aren't repairs, those are intentional coverings over holes that have been placed in the gourds to create a buzzing effect. That plastic or that cellophane is put over the top of those holes to create a kazoo-like buzzing effect. And the same exists on the Malian Bala. We left the packing newspaper in between the gourds on this one, apparently. That's there so that the gourds don't rattle against each other and break during shipping and import. Okay, let's go ahead and do a quick improvised demonstration to show you the difference in the sound here. So the Bala has a brighter sound, so that, well, the instrument is intended to be played with djembes and dunun, and so it has to cut above that ensemble, djembe is a very bright sounding drum with a very high slap, and so the Bala has to be able to compete with that to be heard. It's a bright sound, a little bit more of a crisp sound, whereas the Gyli, as you heard, is a little bit softer. It actually is played with cowskin drums that are softer in tone, and with the technique isn't as heavy, and the drums aren't not as bright. So it actually matches the ensemble in which it plays, same as the Balafon does. Let's go ahead and play a little bit more here. You can learn more about these instruments, the people who make them, and where they're available for purchase online or in music stores at our website, africaheartwoodproject.org/drums. We encourage you to support traditionally crafted musical instruments from the cultures that originated and invented them. They're available around the world, and thank you for your support.